Have you ever wondered why doctors quietly warn seniors not to travel too far after 70? It's not just about fatigue or convenience. It's about survival. What many people don't realize is that travel, even short trips, can trigger hidden dangers in the body that only appear with age. In this video, we're diving into 6 hidden reasons why traveling after 70 can become more risky than rewarding. These reasons go beyond what you hear in common advice. They involve your circulation, immune system, medications, and even your sense of balance. Each one can quietly turn a dream vacation into a serious health scare. Stay tuned until the end because you'll not only learn what makes travel dangerous at this stage of life, but also how to travel safely if you still choose to. The goal here isn't to stop you from living fully, it's to help you live wisely and longer. Now, let's get started. Number 1, the hidden threat of circulation problems. One of the biggest but least discussed dangers of traveling after 70 is poor circulation. Long flights, train rides, or even car trips can dramatically slow blood flow in the legs, increasing the risk of blood clots, swelling, and deep vein thrombosis. For younger travelers, this is usually harmless. But for seniors whose veins have already lost elasticity and whose heart pumps with less force, it can be fatal. Sitting for hours without moving allows blood to pool in the lower limbs. And dehydration from dry airplane cabins or long drives makes it even worse. When a clot forms in the leg and travels to the lungs, it becomes a pulmonary embolism, a silent killer that often strikes without warning. Many seniors think they can just stretch a bit or drink more water. But once circulation weakens, even mild trips can trigger major complications. Simple things like standing too quickly after a long flight can cause dizziness, fainting, or dangerous drops in blood pressure. These episodes can easily turn into accidents in unfamiliar environments. I once spoke with a man named Gerald, a 79, who flew from Florida to London to visit his daughter. He told me that during the flight he felt a bit tightness in his chest but brushed it off. 2 days later, he was in a British hospital with a clot in his lung. He survived, but barely. When he told me his story, his voice carried both gratitude and regret. If someone had told me what sitting that long could do, he said, would have stopped every hour just to move. That's why the first danger of travel after 70 isn't about the destination. It's about the journey itself. Your body no longer recovers the way it once did. And the smallest circulatory stress can lead to lasting damage. The key is not just to travel less, but to travel smarter. Shorter trips, frequent breaks, compression socks, and staying hydrated. At this stage in life, prevention isn't just a health tip, it's a survival strategy. Number 2, the danger of weakened immunity. The second hidden risk of traveling after 70 lies deep within your immune system. As we age, our body's natural defense line, what doctors call immune memory, weakens. This means that viruses and bacteria that once caused nothing more than a mild cold can now trigger pneumonia, severe infections, or even sepsis during or after a trip. Airports, airplanes, buses, and hotels are perfect breeding grounds for germs. The confined air, recycled ventilation, and constant exposure to strangers create a constant microbial storm. For older adults, that storm can be devastating. The immune system simply doesn't react as fast and there's another problem. Our bodies lose their ability to regulate inflammation as we get older. That means when your body does fight back, it often overreacts. This excessive immune response can worsen existing conditions like arthritis, diabetes, or heart disease. What was meant to be a relaxing trip could end in days of pain, weakness, or even hospitalization. I remember a woman named Linda, 74, who joined a cruise to celebrate her 50th anniversary. On the second day, she felt slightly feverish but decided not to make a fuss. By the fourth day, she was confined to her cabin with pneumonia. She later told me, "I thought I just caught a cold from the air conditioning. I didn't realize how fragile my body had become." Her story is one I've heard too many times. travel also disrupts our body's rhythm. Jet lag, skipped meals, and sudden climate changes all weaken the immune system's alertness. Even simple things like eating unfamiliar food or drinking water from a different source can stress the gut, which is the foundation of immunity. This doesn't mean you should never leave home. It means that before you do, you must prepare your body the way you once prepared your suitcase. Boost your nutrition, rest well, get your vaccines, and know your limits. A healthy immune system is your passport to safe travel. And without it, no destination is worth the risk. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, the risk of medication disruption. Another danger of traveling after 70 is how easy most people underestimate how fragile the balance of their medications really is. A few missed doses, a delayed refill, or even a change in time zone can throw the entire system off. Our bodies after 70 depend on rhythm, especially when it comes to medicine. Blood pressure pills, diabetes medication, thyroid hormones, or heart drugs must be taken at consistent times for maximum effect. But when you travel, everything changes: meal times, sleep patterns, time zones, even the food you eat. And that's when things go wrong. Imagine this. You're taking 4 or 5 medications daily, some with food, some without. You board a flight across the country, fall asleep at the wrong hour, skip dinner, and miss your dose. The next morning, you feel off, but you're not sure why. Maybe your heart feels heavy or your legs feel weak. By the time you realize it's your medication, your body's chemistry has already shifted. I remember a man named Robert, 82, who loved visiting his grandchildren in Colorado. He was on heart medication, which needed to be taken every 12 hours. But at high altitude, with thinner air and a different daily rhythm, he began feeling dizzy and short of breath. He thought it was just the mountain air. It wasn't. His missed doses had triggered heart irregularities. He ended up in the emergency room instead of at his granddaughter's recital. Even the way medicine works inside your body can change when you travel. Heat, humidity, and air pressure can affect absorption. Some medications lose potency when exposed to sunlight or stored in hotel rooms without proper cooling. Seniors also often pack pills in organizers or zip bags, unaware that moisture or light exposure can reduce their effectiveness. And let's not forget the biggest mistake: make your medications your top priority. Prepare them with the same care you'd give to your passport. Write down every name, dosage, and timing. Keep spares in different bags. And if you travel across time zones, ask your doctor exactly how to adjust your schedule. Your medication routine isn't just a habit, it's your life's safety line. When you travel after 70, it's the one thing that should never ever change. Number 4, the strain of environmental stress. One of the most underestimated dangers of travel after 70 isn't what happens inside your body, it's what the environment does to it. When we're young, our bodies adapt effortlessly to change: temperature swings, humidity shifts, high altitudes, different time zones. But after 70, those same changes can shock the system in ways we don't expect. Older adults have a weaker thermoregulation system, the body's ability to control internal temperature. That means extreme heat can cause dehydration and confusion, while cold weather can reduce blood flow to vital organs. A mild heat wave in another country, or even a cool draft on a tour bus, can trigger dizziness, weakness, or heart strain. Many seniors dismiss these as just travel fatigue, but that fatigue is often the body's distress signal. Air quality is another hidden trap. Traveling to cities with high pollution or pollen levels can irritate the lungs, especially for those with asthma or chronic bronchitis. The immune system and respiratory system are deeply intertwined, and when one falters, the other quickly follows. Even the air pressure changes during takeoff and landing can impact blood oxygen levels, something older hearts and lungs handle poorly. Then there's jet lag. For younger travelers, it's an annoyance. For older adults, it can disrupt sleep cycles, appetite, and even cognitive balance for days. Studies show that seniors recover more slowly from circadian rhythm disruptions, meaning that what used to be a 2-day adjustment can now stretch into a week of fatigue, confusion, and emotional instability. I recall a story from a friend named Harold, 81, who traveled from Arizona to Japan. The time difference, humidity, and change in diet hit him all at once. On the third day, he fainted in a hotel lobby. The doctor said his body was overwhelmed, a mix of dehydration, lack of rest, and blood pressure fluctuation. "I thought I was tough enough," he told me later. "Turns out my body didn't get the memo." This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. The older we get, the more fragile our balance becomes. Travel forces the body to adapt to multiple stressors simultaneously, and that constant adjustment can wear down even the strongest constitution. Before traveling anywhere, seniors should check the climate, air quality, altitude, and time zone impact of their destination. Prepare with hydration, gradual exposure, and ample rest. Because at 70 and beyond, surviving travel isn't just about where you go. It's about how well your body can handle getting there. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. For younger travelers, it's an annoyance. For older adults, it can disrupt sleep cycles, appetite, and even cognitive balance for days. Studies show that seniors recover more. For younger travelers, it's an annoyance. For older adults, it can disrupt sleep cycles, appetite, and even cognitive balance for days. Studies show that seniors recover more slowly from circadian rhythm disruptions, meaning that what used to be a 2-day adjustment can now stretch into a week of fatigue, confusion, and emotional instability. I recall a story from a friend named Harold, 81, who traveled from Arizona to Japan. The time difference, humidity, and change in diet hit him all at once. On the third day, he fainted in a hotel lobby. The doctor said his body was overwhelmed, a mix of dehydration, lack of rest, and blood pressure fluctuation. "I thought I was tough enough," he told me later. "Turns out my body didn't get the memo." This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. The older we get, the more fragile our balance becomes. Travel forces the body to adapt to multiple stressors simultaneously, and that constant adjustment can wear down even the strongest constitution. Before traveling anywhere, seniors should check the climate, air quality, altitude, and time zone impact of their destination. Prepare with hydration, gradual exposure, and ample rest. Because at 70 and beyond, surviving travel isn't just about where you go. It's about how well your body can handle getting there. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, the mental toll of overstimulation. There's a hidden part of travel that few people talk about, the mental and emotional strain it puts on older adults. New environments, crowded airports, unfamiliar languages, and constant sensory input can overwhelm even the calmest mind. What used to be exciting can now quietly drain mental energy. Our brains naturally slow down processing speed with age. That's not weakness, it's biology. But when faced with endless flight announcements, noise, bright lights, and tight schedules, the brain must work overtime to stay oriented. For some seniors, this overexertion leads to anxiety, disorientation, or even short-term cognitive lapses. They forget which gate to board at, where they placed their passport, or what time their medication was due. And that confusion doesn't just cause stress, it increases risk. There's also something deeply emotional about traveling at an older age that few prepare for. Many seniors visit places tied to memories, childhood homes, honeymoon destinations, or cities where loved ones once lived. Seeing those places again, now changed or gone, can stir an unexpected wave of sadness or nostalgia. It's not just travel fatigue, it's emotional whiplash, a confrontation with the passage of time. A friend of mine, Martha, 78, once told me, when I walked through Paris again, it wasn't the city that had changed. It was me. I realized I no longer had the energy to enjoy it the way I once did. That realization hurt more than I expected. Her honesty struck me. Travel after 70 often brings profound emotional truths about aging, loss, and our own limitations. Even small things can take a toll, adjusting to new beds, different food textures, or language barriers. Every little unfamiliarity adds up, turning excitement into exhaustion. For some, that stress lingers long after they return home, leaving them restless or melancholic without knowing why. This doesn't mean you should never travel. Avoid overcrowded tours or rushed itineraries. Give yourself time to absorb rather than endure. Travel is supposed to enrich the soul, not exhaust it. But after 70, it's easy for the mind to become overwhelmed before the body even realizes it. Awareness is the first step toward balance. Knowing your limits doesn't make you fragile. It makes you wise. Number 6. The hidden dangers of recovery after travel. There's one more truth about traveling after 70 that few realize until it's too late. The body no longer bounces back the way it once did. What feels like a short vacation to others can take weeks, even months, for an older body to fully recover from. The exhaustion, swelling, digestive upset, and sleep disruption that come from long travel are not minor inconveniences. They are signs of stress, and stress at this age can trigger real damage. At 40, you can come home, take a nap, and be fine the next day. At 70, your muscles, circulation, and organs all require more time to restore equilibrium. Even a short trip flying across 2 states or driving for hours can thicken the blood, reduce oxygen flow, and cause leg swelling. Many seniors underestimate how dangerous this can be, especially for those with heart conditions or a history of blood clots. Prolonged sitting during flights or bus rides is one of the leading causes of travel-related medical emergencies among older adults. Sleep disturbance also plays a major role. A single night of poor rest while traveling can elevate blood pressure and weaken the immune system. After returning home, the body doesn't immediately return to normal. Instead, it stays in a state of mild inflammation. For seniors, that can lead to flare-ups of arthritis, digestive issues, or even sudden fatigue that lasts for weeks. Then there's the immune recovery period. Airports, buses, and hotels. Many seniors fall ill, not while traveling, but after returning home, when their immune defenses are weakest. It's the body's way of saying, "I've been pushed too far." A woman I once met named Carol, 79, went on a cruise she dreamed of for years. The trip was magical until she came home. Her body felt heavy, her legs swollen, and her appetite gone. Within days, she developed pneumonia. Her doctor told her it wasn't just the trip that caused it. It was her body's inability to recover from all the accumulated stress. That's the silent cost of travel after 70. The journey doesn't end when you come home. The body still pays the price. That's why it's so vital to rest more than you think you need before, during, and after any trip. Hydrate well, move gently, and when you get back, give yourself time to truly recover before returning to your usual routine. You don't have to stop exploring, but you do have to travel with respect for what your body can handle. Every trip is a reminder that strength isn't about how far you go, it's about how wisely you return. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Final thoughts. Travel after 70 is often portrayed as the ultimate reward, a way to enjoy freedom after decades of hard work. But the truth, as you've seen, is far more complex. At this stage of life, every decision must be weighed not only for pleasure, but for consequence. The world hasn't become more dangerous, but our bodies have become more delicate, with wisdom instead of impulse, awareness instead of denial. True adventure at this age isn't about how far you go. It's about how deeply you live wherever you are. Sometimes the greatest journey is learning to find joy, comfort, and wonder right where you stand. I've met many people who, in their 70s and 80s, believed one last big trip would fill an emptiness inside them. But often what they were searching for wasn't a destination. It was peace. You don't have to cross oceans to find that. Sometimes it's in a quiet afternoon walk, a conversation with an old friend, or the laughter of your grandchildren echoing through the house. So if you choose to travel, do it with mindfulness. Listen to your body, not your ego. Respect your limits, not out of fear, but out of love for the life you still have. Because at this age, the goal isn't to see everything. It's to see what truly matters. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.